Hey, so I've been an empty nester for almost a year now, and I know that there's a lot of people out there who are struggling, and it can be really hard because we have this. I'm going to talk for myself. I have a mother heart, a mom. I loved being a mom to little ones. I loved taking care of those kids. I love the adventures and the excitement, and I love to talk to my friends' little kids too and like ask them questions, and just like kids are just so fun. They don't have any like filter, and it's like they're so much more real than adults. I love them. I love them so much. So my advice to people who are empty nesters, like myself, and I personally do not want to be that mom who is up my kid's ass. That's not cool. I raise these kids to be independent. I want them to be independent. I want them to feel like I don't need them, because I shouldn't need them and they shouldn't need me. I'm here for them. If there's like a question or advice that they want, I want to be here for them, of course. And I want them to feel like I'm touching base. How you doing? How's everything going? Do you need anything? Yada, yada, yada. I remember when I was in my young 20s and I really didn't want my mom's help or my dad's help until I did. So there's still that piece of like, where do I go to get my oil changed? Like those weird little things that still are like, those questions. So anyways, my big advice for anybody is there's the if you let them have their boundaries, let them have their independence. Don't try and guilt them into coming over and be like, well, I really miss you. Why, it has been a minute since I've seen you. That's really not going to make them want to hang out. A big thing I feel like my dad did that was always really great was he would send me a text. He still does to this day. And he's like, I really want to hang out. I want to go see a movie. When are you around? Let me know when you have open time so we can go watch this movie. I saw this movie. I thought it'd be fun to go see. Do you want to go see it with me? Like literally like a nice question. It's like, you know what? That sounds like a really nice time, Dad. Let's do that. I'm going to put it on my calendar. I'm available next Tuesday. And be like, cool, let's go. I'm there. What I've seen other people do is just send like open-ended, I miss you, why don't I see you, things like that. And it's like, that gets really old and it doesn't make you want to hang out. Having the respect of the other person's time and realizing that they are adults and they have their adult busy lives, they're so blessed, have this time of their lives to be with their friends, date, learn, go to school, get their job. It's just like they need to have their space and you need to respect it. And keeping in touch and having a respect for their time is huge. The other thing that I say is my advice for an empty nester is, if you really, really are feeling like, oh my gosh, my heart is so empty, I have this place in me that needs to help others, volunteer. I volunteered with a nursing home. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. Like assisted living, go to the activities department, see if they need help. They always do. And it is really fun. If you, maybe if you go to church, volunteer with the children's department, help with like their summer camps, because those are coming up. There's this place for you where you can start new things that fill that hole in your heart and fill that place that you're good at. You're a good mom. You're a good dad. Use those tools and help others, because you did such a great job the first time. You can do it again with these kids. And then, you know what? At the end of the day, you can go home and watch movies with swearing in them and the kids aren't around, you know. Finally, the thing that I really love that my friend and I both did, which was like accidental, but we did it. We both got puppies. We both got puppies right after our kids, like when we were like empty nesters. And I tell you what, those puppies are the best treated puppies in the world. If you don't like puppies, of course, you know, just something else to fill your time. Like I said, volunteering and stuff. But like that puppy and just having that, like, I'm home, you know, and they're like happy to see you. Mind you, it's a lot of work, a lot of work. They're not just cute pictures. They poop. You got to potty train them. You got to take them to training classes. You got to take him to the vet. You got to do all those things. But you know what? That was what the thing, it's like, that's what the kids were like too, right? It's like you remember those times with the kids too. And then you also have those puppy snuggles and things too that are just great. It's an investment. It's like a 10 to 15 year, sometimes 20, depending on how small your dog is, investment. So it's not something just to take lightly, of course. But those are my advices. So please, I'd love to hear what you all have to say about that. And if you have any tips or tricks for empty nesting, because that's really it. My moral of my story, the moral of everything that I need to say is that you don't want. It's time for you to move on. It's time for you to treat yourself like this isn't their problem. They did their job. They're off there doing what they got to do, taking care of themselves. This is you. You have to change, and you're going to be fine, and you're going to take great care of yourself because you already did this. Have a great day. Let me know if you have any other tips.